Chapter 4 in my book on failing forward is a real key to turning yourself from kind of being at a dead end and finding a way out. Hi, John Maxwell here. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. Chapter 4 is about this. Take action and reduce fear. Fear becomes a monster when you think about it. And so many of us, we see something that we fear, that we regret, that we don't want to do, and we probably start procrastinating and saying, oh my gosh, I don't really want to do that. In fact, think about it just for a moment. Everything and every time you procrastinate, you do so because you don't want to do it. And you don't want to do it because you don't think it's going to turn out really well. If you have to make a sales call and you procrastinate, it's because you don't really think the person on the other end of the line is going to say yes. And if they aren't going to say yes, you don't want to hear a no. You don't make any money on no. You make money on yes. So what do? You procrastinate. You fail to take action. And action is the cure, not only to procrastination, it's the cure to failure. I'll give you an example. I had some calls, people that I needed to talk to just yesterday. And so I thought about it. And they were people that had expressed some interest in hearing me share about my faith, but it had been a few months and I hadn't talked to them about it. And so I had maybe a dozen people on my list that I could call. And I thought, should I call them? And to be honest with you, I got very excited. I thought, yes, I think I want to call them. And because I wanted to be able to share my faith with them. And I just felt that somebody would say yes. Now, I made 10 calls in about an hour and 10 minutes. And the reason I made so many quick calls is 8 of them didn't answer the phone, okay? So I just got voicemail messages. But 2 did answer. And when they answered, I shared with them about how to have a relationship with God. And it went extremely well. Both of them said yes in that process. But here's what I want you to hear. I have phone calls to make. I made them because I felt that I would have some positive return from them. So I didn't procrastinate. Now, I'll tell you this. When 8 of them didn't answer, the temptation was, well, nobody's home. It happened to be the dinner hour. So probably I ought to wait for a better hour. I love these people who procrastinate. They always think there's a better hour. And I always make them spell the better hour. They'll say, well, I don't think this is the right time to do it. I say, okay, when's the right time to do it? There's never when's the right time to do it to a person that procrastinates. And if you procrastinate, the fear of failure even gets greater. There is no success without action. None. Anybody that walks into your life and says you can be successful doing nothing, they do not know of which they speak. The success of action is what brings the success. So, when you fear failure and when you take action out of it, you've got to understand it's going to be a great hindrance. The moment you take action, now you begin to be more courageous and you follow through a lot better. So just trust me, this really works. With fear, take action. That's the only way to reduce fear. When you have fear and you don't take action on it, it only strengthens the fear that you have in your life. Thanks for being with me today on Minute with Maxwell.